Hi there and welcome to the Barbara Young channel and welcome to my Friday Sews. So first I'd just like to start by saying thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews. Well, this week I've got, well, a make and a little bit of something to discuss, I suppose, regarding my wardrobe. So the thing I've actually made this week, just the one thing, is another bag. I keep making these bags, don't I? I have to do something with them. My intention is to try and sell them, but at this moment in time I've not sorted out a format, a place, or some way of being able to sell them as yet, but so I'm just trying to make some, so I do have a few made. This one I've made before in this fabric. I had enough fabric to make quite a few of these, probably about another couple of these I could make in this fabric, but this one, the inside is a little different. This is actually a plain green on the inside with a patch pocket, but the zip pockets do have something different in them, and as normal there's a patch pocket on the zip pocket, on the inside, and a zip pocket on the outside. Other than that, it's exactly as I have made before. So I've got a few of these now that are made and ready. As I say, until I work out what way I can, what system, what process I can have to try and sell them, at the moment I'm just sort of making them. But yeah, that's another bag all done and ready to go, as it were, when I sort things out. But there we go, that's the make for the week. Now this week I've also been getting stuff ready for Saturday, because I've got my sewing social on Saturday, which is the one that's been arranged by Ruth with the channel or website, which is Shropshire Sews. Ruth McIntyre, I think it is, has obviously been doing this for a little while now, and I went to the last sewing social, and of course as soon as I did that one, straight away afterwards I was able to sort of get on and book for this month, which is this Saturday coming. It's come around quick, so I need to get something ready and have something to take with me, and I'm going to be making the Simplicity 8133. Ooh, nearly lost that one. Which I've made recently, actually, not too long ago I made this pattern, but I do like it. It's a really nice pattern. What is called View C, I think, which is what the model's wearing, but obviously with a few tweaks that I've made to it over the times that I have made it, so it's a bit different. On the outside I'm going to be using this stuff, which is a really nice sort of mid-weight, yeah, good solid mid-weight cotton. I think it's a cotton, could be a linen mix or something. It feels really nice, almost has a slight denim feel to it, but you know, it's got this lovely, I don't know what colour you'd call it really. It's a slight reddish in colour. I'm not sure how you would describe that colour. But anyway, I've also decided to line it, and I'm going to be lining it with this stuff. This really funky sort of material, because this feels like a polyester. It could be a viscose, but it's a really sort of slippery one, so I like that. So I'm using it as a lining. Both of these materials I actually picked up from the swap table the last time I went to the sewing social, so I'll be taking something back with me that I'll actually be making. So there you go. That'll be the skirt to get on with. I probably won't get the whole thing made on the day, but you know, I can give it a good bash and get on with a good part of it. So yeah, there we go, Simplicity 8133 yet again, because like I say, I have made it a few times before. So talking about sewing socials, honestly with the swaps table, normally you take something with you if you can, that somebody else might want. So I'm going to, and what I've got is two bits of fabric. First one is this stuff. It's a sort of, you know, you can sort of see holes in it because there is, and it's a weird stuff, and it's stretchy, it's got stretch to it. So yeah, I'm not sure why I got that really. Well, I do, but I'll tell you in a mo. So there's that one, and there's quite a bit there. There's at least, I think at least 2 meters, if not 3. And then the next one I've got is this stuff, which again is sort of sheer with some holes in it. It's a really weird fabric, but it's a stretch fabric. There we go. Again, I've got a couple of meters of that I've never used. I've also got this stuff, which you may have seen just recently. I just made a little top out of this stuff. Having made that little top out of this material, I decided it's not something that I want to work with again. So I'm going to take what I've got left of this for the swaps table. Just hope somebody likes it and wants to take it away. Otherwise I'll have to bring it back home, won't I? Now, this material I bought, I'm not quite sure why I bought this one. I bought it because I wanted to experiment with a top style that I never did in the end. These two I bought because they were cheap. They were in the sale, but I mean they were so cheap. It worked out at something like about £1.50 a metre. I think it was probably pound fabrics, but I can't remember, to be honest. It's been a while since I got them, so it's been I'm not quite sure where I did, and I got them, thought, oh yeah, that'd be great to do some stuff with and experiment, and I never did, partly because I'm not good with stretch material, so I just never got round to using them. And then I look at them now and think, no, there's nothing I really want to do with them. The other thing is a couple of patterns to take with me. We have the New Look 6301, just for knits. I have made this a few times. And then the other one is the New Look 6533, which I've not made yet. But basically, for some unknown reason, I've ended up with these two patterns twice. I don't need it twice, so I'm going to take these two patterns with me. So that's what I'm going to take with me to the Sewing Social for the swaps table. Now, the next thing I got to go through with you is some stuff for my wardrobe. Now, I found that probably in the last sort of 6 months, maybe the last 12 months, I've actually lost some weight, believe it or not. So I found that some items are just not fitting me anymore. So what I've got is a bunch of stuff here that I'm going to go through that I've already been looking at to show you how much weight I've actually lost, and that stuff just isn't fitting me anymore. The main reason for doing that is that I got these trousers out. I've got a few pairs of trousers or pants, however you want to call them, and I thought, oh, get those summery pants out ready to wear. And when I tried them on, I found that actually they're really loose, and not just a bit loose, I mean they're really loose. This one, what, probably an inch or two that I'd need to take in or adjust. It's just really, really loose on me, so that's just manic, you know what I mean? So really I'm going to have to go through my stuff and decide what I'm going to do with them. Keep them, change them, do what with them. Anyway, what I'll do is I will just go through a few items and show you how loose they are. And here I have another pair of pants or trousers, and again, huge amount of gap there that they didn't used to be. These used to be, you know, they used to not be tight on me, but wow, they didn't used to have a requirement for about 2 inches to come out of that. That's a huge amount of material to lose, isn't it? So that's the second pair that are no longer wearable. And this is the third pair of pants, trousers that I've got. And these, yeah, again, huge amount of gap there. Probably again another at least 2 to 3 inches I could take out of that. But that's way too much to have to take. And these are quite, you know, slouchy trousers designed that way. These ones do have like a pull cord thing you can tie up, but I can't tie up, you know, that amount of slack that there is in these. So yeah, none of them are fitting very well. This time I've got a skirt, but as you can see, it's way too loose on me. It's almost falling off. I know this is one that's meant to be sort of like sit on the hips, but I mean, when you've got somewhere in the region of about 3 inches you've got to take out of it, then it's just way too loose. You know, I've obviously lost quite a lot of weight to lose that much. It was always a little bit slouchy, but then that was okay. But I mean, losing that much, well, it's just too much to deal with, really. This is a ready to wear item, so not one that I've made, but yeah, still too big now. Next up is this sort of reddish skirt, sort of red cord type skirt. As you can see, it's huge. it's really loose. It's almost falling off me. It's that big. Again, I reckon there's probably even about 3 inches I'd need to take out of this. This is a ready to wear, so again, don't really know what to do with this one, because obviously it's just way too big. Obviously at least 2 sizes too big, really. But there we go. Nice skirt. I enjoy it. I enjoyed wearing it when I first bought it, and it did fit me a lot better, even though it did sit slightly off the waist down on the hip, but now it's just literally falling off. Next up is this skirt. Now this is one of mine that me made item, and it's a very nice skirt. I really do like the pattern. I can't remember what the pattern number is. What I'll do is I'll obviously put it up somewhere about to say what it is, but there you go. I love this material. This was really lovely. Don't remember where I got it from, but I made it with these pleats, but without the pleats in the back. But again, this is, you know, there's quite a lot of room in there. I'm probably talking, I don't know, easily a couple of inches that would need to come in for that one. So that really is way too big for me, but it's a lovely skirt, and it's a lovely material. I even lined it, so yeah. The trouble with the me made ones is how far would I have to take them apart to adjust them. But yeah, so that's the first one. Next one is this lovely skirt that's like quite a plain, almost A-line skirt that I've got. It's got pockets in it, and it's lined, but again it sort of seems to fit, you know, at first thought, but when I do this I can see that actually it's probably 1.5 inches where it doesn't fit properly. It's a bit too loose, you know. It's gonna, as I wear it, it's gonna drop down off my waist, and it should be sitting on my main waist. I mean, perhaps this is a candidate where I could possibly adjust it, I don't know, but definitely it's still a bit too big. You know, it is a really nice skirt, this one. And the next skirt is actually the same pattern as the butterfly one that I've just shown you, only it's in this green material with this, it's got a funky pattern print on this, really nice. Again, I lined it. This one doesn't have pockets like the butterfly one doesn't, and the pattern actually is designed that you have the pleats on the front and the back, but I've only put pleats on the front, same as the butterfly one. But again, I used the same pattern once I'd worked it out, so the sizing is the same. So this one again has probably about 1.5 inches, 1.5 to 2 inches, that it's oversized really. And again, if I take it apart, how much work have I got to do? And the last item is my paisley needle cord skirt, and this is a lovely skirt. This is really nice. I really love this material, and I really enjoyed making this and wearing this skirt, but I have lost weight. I mean, I wore this to the Plymouth Frock Tales, and even then I could tell that there was somewhat rather loose on me, but it feels even looser now. And again, I've probably got at least a couple of inches that I'd have to take out of it. Again, it's lined, so, and this one has pockets, so you know, it's a really nice skirt. But you know, what can I do with these skirts? What can I do with them? I think the ready to wear stuff I could easily put back into the the thrift stores and that there, and put them out there so that somebody else can have them and that, because they are originally shop bought. The me made ones though, obviously I'm a little bit more cautious to do that. I mean, it's a case of they're such lovely fabrics. Should I try to work out how to adjust them, how to take them apart? I think if I do that, I'm going to have to do a lot of work. I'd have to almost take them apart completely, rework the shape and size of them, and then put them back together and hope that I get it right to fit me now. But obviously what it does mean is that if I do that, then unless I leave the material in the seams, then I obviously wouldn't be able to take them back out again. But then my hope is that I don't put weight on again. I don't really need to. It's not like I'm unhealthy in the weight that I've lost. but it does mean that there are quite a few items in my wardrobe that just don't fit anymore. So I've got to decide what I'm going to do with them, how much work I'm prepared to put into changing them, and is it worth doing that. For the me-made items, there's a lot more chance that I might do something with them, but with the ready-to-wear ones, yeah, I think I'll just ship them on to the thrift stores and get rid of those. So I'll have to have a look at these. So that'll be work for me in the future, I suppose. But yeah, such a shame, isn't it, that I can't just magically make them smaller and bigger as I need. So there you go, that was my week. Not really got anything made except for a bag, which I'm getting quicker and better at doing. Other than that, you know, just sort of getting things prepped and ready for my sewing social and going through my wardrobe. Now, there are still more things in my wardrobe that I will obviously need to go through and have a look at and decide whether they still fit or not and whether I still want them or not. I mean, I suppose a bit of a clear out, you know, every so often you have to do that and decide what you do and don't want, and get rid of things if you have to. But I would like to amend some of those things if I can. It's just a case of, because I got to take so much size out them and bring them in by quite a bit. It's not just like a centimetre or ½ inch or something, you know. I've really got to take in like a couple of inches on some of them quite easy for them to be wearable again. So that's quite a bit of work, especially with the way that I've put them together. For some of them it's going to be quite, yeah, a lot of work basically, you know, virtually taking them apart and then putting them back together again at a different size. But there you go, I suppose that's what happens, isn't it? You know, we don't all stay the same, and then we have to work with what we've got and make the amendments and changes so we can keep these clothes for as long as possible. But there you go, that was my week. If you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Just click that button down there. Please do subscribe. That really helps the channel. All you have to do is click that bell icon and you'll get a notification when my videos come out. Comment if you'd like to. It's really nice to know what you're thinking and to hear what you're up to as well. And if you wish to chat amongst yourselves in the comments, please do, because that's why we come here, to make those connections. So I think it's just left me to say thank you very much for watching my video and look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.
Pamphill.